Condensate pump for a heating and air conditioning. Question: what is a condensate pump and how does it work? It's I'm not sure. I'm sure they make different types and there's different name brands, but one can see 3 holes. This looks like it fits for the this is where the incoming water comes in from a 3/4 inch pipe, like so here, and then this would come off of your A coil. Your A coil would sweat and give you a lot of sweat. So now what happens is when the water fills up to a certain level, then this little orifice here, there's a 3/8 hose that goes onto this. Okay, then the pump engages and it pushes the water up and it pushes the water out. So question is, and the electricity, it works off of, say, 110. One thing to do, keep in mind, you always need a ground, especially anytime you're dealing with this, so be sure your plug-in has a ground on it. So okay, so again, water in, water can come in here, water can come in here, water exits here. So how does this work? Apparently there's a motor that's inside of here, and so when we open this box up, we see here, this box here is nothing but a reservoir. This is where the water, as one can see, there's a high water mark here. So as one can see, when the water gets here, so when the water's come in the hole, it begins to fill this pan up. This pan fills to a certain degree. Once this pan fills to a certain degree, there's a float. As one can see here, the float. So the water would push the float up. So apparently when the float is pushed up, then it engages the motor, it sucks the water up here, and it discharges the water from here. So this is the bottom. So as one can see, this little float thing got me. So the water would push this up. Once the water pushes this up, then the water, it would suck it here, then it would discharge it here. As one can see, it's gotten old, it's gotten cracked. This could suck air. It's not good. I'm sure it can get dirty. We'll take this apart and analyze it on a future video. But basically, this is just the pan or the reservoir, and the water goes here. As one can note here, you can see where the water level has gotten. Apparently this is the water level to push the float up. The float would sit here. Once the water level rises, it pushes it up. Once it pushes it up, it engages the motor, sucks the water, and discharges it. So this is a condensate. So now if you ever needed to clean it, you could clean it. And so you got this right here, and then when it's put together, it looks like so. So this is what it looks like. The water could come in here, the water could come in here, the water could come in here, and you would have a clear hose here, 3/8 inner diameter. I'm sure there may be different sizes. It would pump the water uphill. So it's basically like a miniature sump pump to keep the water from overflowing, getting in your staining your drywall or ruining your drywall or your floor, etc. So and this is a way to pump water uphill. So again, condensate pump for heating and air conditioning. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.